Hey guys, it's Ren the Paleo Dude, and welcome back to another figure unboxing video. Today we'll be taking a look at the new Strike Attack Dino Trackers lineup. Well, when I mean new, this was the first lineup to come out. I'm a little late on collecting these guys, but I'm slowly catching up. So I have the whatever this guy's called, the Gendy Decties, out of package. And you can see it's got those funky little dewlaps on the chin. Excuse the background noise, there's some construction going on behind my house, but this was the only time I had to kind of crunch through some reviews. The Herrerasaurus is just so beautiful. I remember when I first saw it, I was a little bit iffy on the proportions. I thought the arms were kind of long, but the details on the head are spectacular. These are just stellar. The scales around the lips and the plating on the back of the head, it looks phenomenal. It's got really nice proportions when it comes to like limbs, tail, head, etc. Everything's a bit big, but it balances out. There's some nice scaling on the body as well. So this guy is a new model, new mold compared to the old Herrerasaurus. You can see the head is a bit chunkier, less long. So the proportions on the head are less exaggerated for this guy, but the arms are definitely a lot longer. The body is way more detailed. I think tail length, they curve the tail on this one, but it's still a bit longer. And then the little bumps on the back too, they added a bunch more. And obviously the color's completely different. The feet, the toes are kind of curved on this guy, where these ones are pointy, they're straight. Yeah, so this one looks a lot more like the actual Herrerasaurus, and then this is like, obviously like InGen's version. So it's neat that they gave him a kind of update on the mold and the Gendy. So this guy is also a repaint. It's a lot different. It's drastically, I don't know. It has better eyes, that's for sure. They stand out a lot more with that kind of shading on them. But I do enjoy the color on the first one, the battle damage guy, just because it really pops out. But I don't know, the rest of the body is kind of bland in comparison to this guy. But yeah, so now we have two paint jobs of Gendy. The Edaphosaurus is really neat. I've been wanting to pick this one up for quite a while. It has interesting paint job, but besides that, it's a cool species to have. I think the last time we heard of Edaphosaurus in the Jurassic lineup was a canceled was Scrap Davis, I think, from the Dino Raiders lineup, 1994. That guy came with like a metal arm, but also a baby Dimetrodon or Edaphosaurus. I read everywhere it says Edaphosaurus, but we've never actually seen this guy since in any toy line or things like that. But holy cow, it's a spectacular figure. They did the sail quite well in shape. It's missing the little, there's like some little spikes that stick out the side. That would have been hard to do, I guess, for the mold, and they might have like had a chance of breaking off, I don't know. But they didn't do that, they just did like a flat sail, kind of like Dimetrodon. But my problem is the head is just so big for Edaphosaurus itself. It had a really tiny head in comparison to its body. This head's very much like the Dimetrodon head. It's very boxy, it's very fat. It's actually wider than the Dimetrodon head. And it's got these sharp teeth. It looks scary, it looks predatory, like that's a menacing face. They gave it those like orange eyes with the slits. I think with this guy it would have been a lot better to potentially try and shrink down the head and change at least the eyes to be more docile or peaceful looking. I don't know. It just looks like a carnivore. This guy was actually a herbivore. And it's just weird seeing such a big head on it. It's got this like rotating neck head attack, so it can like bite things and kind of like chew. It's got a little scan code here. It's not actually a part of the sale, which the Dimetrodon did. It's just on the side of the body there. But yeah, I like the paint job. It's really neat. I got this like coral-like pattern on the sail in yellow, and then the rest of the body's like gray and black. Still very menacing looking herbivore. The heck, there's like an actual hair stuck inside of it. That's so weird. It's like in the sail. I'll have to try and pull that out. That's nasty. Yeah, so it's a good figure. It's cool, and it's nice that we have more Permian animals in the lineup now. It's neat that Mattel is starting to do that a bit more. So finally, Spinoceratops. This guy's really neat. It's got the mountain packaging. You can see the Edaphosaurus had aquatic packaging. We didn't really take a close look at that, but there's like these rocks, some algae on the rocks, and then like a oil rig back there, and then this little ocean logo. And then on the back, it's got the ocean logo there, kind of like a map. And the Spinoceratops has the mountains logo. So this guy would have been dwelling up there on the peaks. The button, the play feature, very smooth. I love the way the head rams. It's got these little feathers going down its back, these little like quill feather things. And I don't think the last Spinoceratops mold had that actually. So it's got a completely new body mold. You can see they added these kind of larger scales as well to the body that the original didn't have. It seems like the scale pattern is relatively the same besides the addition of these like armor platings and then the like hair feathers on the back. That too is a new addition to the mold. The head looks relatively the same. So everything's the same except for the body. But it's neat that they added those fur feather things on the back because this is a mountainous dinosaur, so this guy would have been in the cold, and I guess that helps with warmth or whatnot. It's just a fun little aesthetic, and I'm glad they added it. It really makes the figure pop and adds an extra layer of realism to it. I've been hoping that they would make a Spinoceratops figure, another one. I was kind of hoping it was a battle damage figure, but this is just as good. It's got that huge head ram. It's not just like a little bit, it like goes fully up with these pointed horns. Really great for ramming human figures and other dinosaurs and stuff. I love that feature, and it's smooth. Like you can see the neck, the ball joint is perfect. They kind of set that up with the rotation on there in the original one, and adapted it perfectly for an action feature. You can see the neck's a bit wider to actually have that feature built in. I think the body too is a bit wider, at least at the shoulders, to fit the mechanism. But besides that, wow, just a really great figure. I think the best in this lineup. The paint job's spectacular. It's got this black on the chest, the neck, the bottom of the jaw, and it bleeds up to the eye, which really highlights it. The horns are black. The beak is fully painted as well. It's got a nice little pattern on the frill. Yeah, perfect figure. Absolutely love it. Even the front limbs have some articulation to them in terms of like the ball joints. So yeah, no, really great figure. I might actually get another one of it. Be good for photography, and I really love that action feature. So we got a chomping action feature, neck rotating action feature, ramming, and then we got like this little head bob attack. So these guys are great from the 4 different biomes in the lineup. It's nice that we've got 1 new species, 3 new / modified molds. They are spectacular. So I can't wait to do some photography, at least with the Herrerasaurus. I should probably pick up another one. I haven't really seen them lately, but it's just too good not to make a little pack or whatever. Same with the Spinoceratops. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Make sure to check out my other videos on my channel if you want to see more content like this, and of course subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video then. Bye-bye.